back. What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So he's back. Here we go. We're gonna go out into the Raptor, and I'm gonna talk to you guys in the Raptor and kind of go over what's been going on. I got some footage of this guy. I don't know what his intent was, but figured I'd share it with you guys. I know a lot of you guys are waiting on someone to get in a fight on the channel here. I'm not gonna fight a 70-year-old man or however old he is. Alright guys, I'm in the Raptor, about to go to Home Depot, but I want to make this quick, okay? I want to make sure I fill you guys in on everything. A lot of you guys have been subscribed to me because of the whole neighbor situation, all those videos, and so I want to make sure I make a, keep you guys in the loop on what's going on. A little bit ago, me and my brother were working on his car. He's got a 2010 Dodge Challenger RT, got a pretty aggressive cam in it. Sounds really good, fairly loud, of course. The neighbor we're dealing with, he used to like loud cars. I don't know what happened. He was getting an ABS light / traction control light. Common issue on Dodge Challengers, usually the wheel sensors. So he went and bought the two rear wheel sensors. I replaced those for him, and then I cleaned up the front two wheel sensors. Took the car for a drive. That seemed to clear the code. Then I realized the air conditioning was very warm. It wasn't. Anyways, it wasn't cold. It was like just a fan blowing. So I said, let's go get this thing fixed. Let's get one of those recharge kits. The car is 9 years old. Might as well see if it helps. So what we did, went and got that. Got the car idling, got the fan turned all the way up, AC full blast, make sure the compressor's running, recharge the system, and then they give you this little thermometer thing to put in the vent to make sure that the temperatures are dropping, and it's working as it should. So I was sitting there as the car was idling, and this happened. Footage is from my house, and where I was actually at is over where this guy walks to, okay? At my parents' house, which is one house over. Well, there's my neighbor. My cool neighbor is in between my house and my parents' house. The bad neighbor is my other neighbor on this side, okay? Here, I'll show you the footage real quick.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. He stared at it for a long time.
Okay, so as you've seen, he goes to the end of his driveway looking at my parents' house where I was at in my brother's Challenger. Then he goes back in, and then he goes back and walks over to there. And here's the footage of me in my brother's Challenger when I realized he was standing behind us, okay?
Look at him, he's over, he's back. He's back. The light is super bright up. It's like 5 or 6 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. It's pretty loud, but it's not like, we're not just sitting here revving it. It's legal to work on vehicles. What we're doing is I just recharged the AC system, so I'm letting the compressor run, get the cold air flowing. It's actually getting really cold in here. This is a 9-year-old car, and so it was about time it needed to be recharged. Neighbor is actually my neighbor of my house, and of course, if you guys are following on the channel, my parents live like 2 houses over from me, so yeah, I'm just letting this car, I can't run the compressor without starting the car up. The car actually has been somewhat acting up, so I'm trying to get it fixed for him. It's actually got a stage 2 cam in it. It sounds really good, it really does.
So, as you guys seen, the car was idling. I'm making sure the temperatures were dropping as they should. And then I look in the rearview mirror and I see him standing in the rearview mirror. And so I get my phone out just to record, see what he's gonna say, if he's gonna say anything. And he actually, by the time I start recording, he starts walking away. Clearly, he was concerned with my brother's car idling at 6 o'clock, whatever it was. Clearly, he was over there because the car was loud, or the idling was bothering him, drinking or something. Either way, that was his intention, to go over there to stare at the car until we shut it off. I didn't shut it off. I'm not going to. I'm working on his car. I'm trying to fix it for him. I'm not sitting there idling it for no reason. You have to have the car running for the AC compressor to work. That's what I was doing. Some people may think that I'm in the wrong for running a car again. Whoever thinks that, you're a bitch. Just kidding. I'm not gonna call names. You're a bitch. But anyways, yeah, so I was just fixing my brother's car, and then a couple minutes go by, I was done, I turned the car off, and my other neighbor, my really cool neighbor, he's from New Zealand, loves loud cars, loves diesels, everything I love, he loves pretty much. So me and him were talking about the fences around our house, because it got destroyed in Hurricane Michael, and then we were talking about enclosed trailers. Well, as we were talking, I seen him approaching us, and so I get my phone out, and I start recording, and he interrupts us, and so here's the footage of that.
You get Quinn's car straightened out?
Yeah, I just recharged the AC system in it. Sounds good.
I'm probably going to cut my grass on Thursday or Friday. Would you mind, because I'm going to do the weed whacking too, would you mind if I come on your side of the fence and just whack the weeds that are up against the fence? Coming through the fence.
That's true. What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It may not sound like he said anything mean, but this is how this guy is, okay? He'll say something that sounds somewhat nice. He completely interrupts us to bring up my brother's car. Oh, did you get it fixed? He wanted to bring it up because the car was idling. Some people may think he was just trying to help. It's not the case. I can assure you that. Promise you that. That's just how this guy works. He'll bring up things just to try to get to another point. You know, he'll say, oh, he'll talk about his lawn, and then he'll bring up my lawn and say how my lawn's full of weeds. He's like passive aggressive kind of. Hard to read him, you know. His, you know, that one video he was yelling. Then the next day he acted like, oh, I thought I scared you. I wasn't actually mad. Well, you're on camera, so the footage says otherwise. He's obviously fed up with my brother's car, my car, whatever. I don't know. He used to have a straight pipe GTO. That car was the loudest car around here for the longest time. So I don't know what happened with, you know, him loving loud cars. That would wake everyone up anytime he drove, anytime he got home late at night. Maybe he was drinking, I don't know. But no one complained. That car was unbelievably loud. Awesome car. I left it at that. When he had the car, I was probably 20 years old, 18, and I loved the car. It's kind of hypocritical if you want to keep complaining or whatever, and it may not sound, like I said, it may not sound like he's complaining, but this is what he does, okay? Also, I bought a new trailer. I'm going to be showing you guys that here shortly, but here's another thing. I was working in it the other day. He comes up to me and says, I'm not going to have to worry about anything exploding or anything in there, right? There's no explosives or anything like that. I'm like, what do you mean? It's an empty enclosed trailer. He's like, no, I'm only kidding. What? Dude, why would you even mention that? I don't have explosives anywhere. Why would I have explosives in an enclosed trailer? I clearly have toys around here. Maverick, why would I use an enclosed trailer to haul explosives? That makes zero sense. It's a weird thing to say. It's a psychotic thing to even mention. It's so weird to even think of that. And he says, oh, I'm just kidding. Come on, it's weird to say that. Come on now. If I would have went up to him and see him pull into his driveway with his car and be like, hey, what do you got in there? Explosives? What? He would be like, what kind of stupid question is that? It's just so random. It's so weird. Like, I think he's got some problems.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
My fiance is going to be a dentist too, and we want to get somewhere out of here. We want to get bigger property and stuff like that. Good to have my own shop and be able to just not worry about dealing with neighbors. Okay. Oh, we got a delivery, DHL. Yes, sir.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, man. I don't know what this is, but it's from Hong Kong. That's where I'm from. McTuning. I love McTuning. If you guys don't know, they make a lot of LED products. They make a lot of products, and I use a lot of them. Here's an ad for them. Yeah, McTuning. They make a lot of great stuff. So all the trucks, I use them on side by side, everything. So that's gonna do it. And I want you guys to know, this is how I differ from a lot of YouTubers. I'm not trying to do these videos for views. I'm really not. I'm not trying to provoke neighbors just so I can get good views. I know some people will go out of their way to piss people off just so they can get good content, just so they can make money on YouTube. These kind of videos are happening when I least expect it. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing nothing to provoke these people to come over and, you know, get mad and call the cops or whatever. I'm just working on vehicles, broad daylight, doing nothing wrong, I'm doing nothing to piss anyone off. You know, this is unplanned stuff. I didn't just wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna make my neighbors mad today. That way they call the cops or they come yell at me and I can make content for YouTube. I'd rather not have to do that at all. But since you guys are following along, I figured I would keep you guys in the loop. And if there was any other like altercation or whatever, I would record it. But as you guys can see, my footage is not like it's not planned. It's not like I'm ready for this to happen, like waiting for him to come over because I did something stupid. Like, it's out of nowhere. Like, I caught that guy walking away instead of walking up. If he was walking up to me and I was already filming, obviously I was doing something to provoke that. I got caught off guard. I didn't even think the guy would show up because the car was idling in broad daylight while I was working on it. So that's where I differ from a lot of YouTubers. I'm not gonna go out of my way to be, you know, disrespectful for views. You know, I'm not like, and I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna be that guy to be blatantly disrespectful to everyone around me just because I want to get 100,000 views or 200,000 views on YouTube. That's not me. Okay, it may look like that to some people that are new to the channel, but that's not the case. It's really not. I promise you. I'm just trying to fill you guys in on what's going on. I mentioned a trailer. I'm going to be showing you guys that here shortly. I'm going to show you all the plans I have with it, and I'm kind of wanting to do a build series with it, so let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I think it's going to be really cool. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Also, boom. You want one of these hats? This is the charcoal gray DuramaX Mafia hat. It's probably the fastest seller. The other ones are the Midnight Edition, and they're obviously completely blacked out. This is probably the leading seller now. We've sold out of these multiple times. They're now back in, someone's calling me again. They're now back in stock, so go check them out if you want them. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.